So I've been using the Vivo V27 for a while now, and this is the full review. In this review, you'll see a couple of photos that I took using the Vivo V27. They'll feature prominently because I really liked taking photos with this phone. The 50K range of smartphones is quite exciting right now, as there are very many devices to choose from. You can have the Pixel S series, Xiaomi's high-end mid-ranges with crazy specs, and Oppo's excellent Reno series. Now you have something new and quite likable, and in fact I'm willing to call it one of my top phones of the year. This is the Vivo V27, which is available in the Kenyan market for 52,000 shillings. For that, you get 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, a 4nm process from Dimensity, that's the 7200 processor, Android 13, an incredible curved AMOLED display, 4600 milliamps of battery with 66 watt fast charging included, and to top it all, you get 50 megapixel cameras on the back and the front. I'll go directly to the things that I don't like about this phone. And these are stupid things really, as the phone is so good to say the least. So here goes. First, there's no microSD slot. Second, there's no headphone jack. And third, there's no IP rating. See, these are stupid things very few people actually care about in this day and age. And for example, within the said price range. For example, only Samsung offers an IP rate, a strong IP rating at this price range. Apart from these things, everything else is good. That includes the cameras, which will be the main focus as I said at the beginning, the battery life, which I found to be quite okay, the software, which is excellent, and the display, which is really good. If you've read my Reno 80 5G review, you know how much I liked that device's curved screen. That's the same case here. It feels so well done, and the curves give the phone this almost unrealistic thinness. It's so thin and so sleek and so nice on the hand that if you end up buying it, I'll bet you'll be removing the case once in a while just to admire the phone and the craftsmanship that went into designing it. The feel on the back is really good. It's smooth. It hides all fingerprint smudges on the back. I like that metallic frame around it. I like the top that has this flat design with the text written professional portrait. I wish they put volume keys on the left and the power button on the right so that taking screenshots will be easy, but they're all on one side, and I've seen and used many phones that have everything on one side, so it's okay. I like that it's so symmetrical in every way, from the curves to the bezels to the frames, and it's a really beautiful device to use and to hold. I feel like the display gets plenty bright, and you can customize it with 3 modes: standard, which is default and okay; pro, which gives you this true to life look that can be very blunt; and bright, which makes everything pop. You can also adjust the color temperature to be either warm or cool depending on what your eyes enjoy. Remember, it's a 120Hz refresh rate AMOLED panel, so everything feels so nice to interact with, and watching content is also amazing. The problem is the speakers, they're not good. In terms of software, everything is clean, and if there is any semblance of bloatware anywhere, it can be removed easily. There's no copying of Apple UI anywhere, so you don't find the clones of notifications and control centers that I've seen with other Android phones. It just looks good, and it's the old quick Android settings. The settings app is also simple, and finding things is easy. The default launcher is clean and simple, and you can choose to have Google Discover on by default on the left. There are so many nice wallpapers already inbuilt, and you can have them affect the system UI color or choose your own color if you prefer that. You can even change the color and the look of app icons without needing third-party icon packs. Notifications are well done, and you don't have to struggle to view something you don't want to open, or to remember certain swipes to dismiss notifications you don't need anymore. I've seen other Android phones forcing you to learn certain gestures to swipe away notifications, and I don't like that. Vivo has made FunTouch so easy and so fun, as is in the name. And I'm ready to fight anyone who thinks Android should look any different. All that goodness is backed up by a device that performs so well. I believe from my experience everything has been very smooth. App installations are fast, opening and closing anything is fast, interacting and switching between activities is fast. I've never felt or thought that I'm using something that's not flagship. Not once, and this is a mid-ranger. My main worry getting this phone was battery life, given that it's not 5000 mAh battery, which is currently standard. However, I've been pleasantly surprised and impressed with what I've been getting. Vivo doesn't have that cool graph you find on other Android phones showing you consumption at different times, but it shows you an estimate of the remaining time with the current percentage and the last time the phone was fully charged. I've had no issues and no worries with the battery, but primarily maybe it's because I carry two phones. What I love is the device has a 66 watt fast charger included in the box, and that I can top it up quickly whenever I need it to be at a certain percentage where it is not. As you can see, and as you've been seeing with the photos and videos I continue to show you, this camera is really good. And there's not much to talk about. I'll let you be the judge of the photos and the footage. However, I'll say three things. First, the main camera is really good. However, don't try zooming, because zooming on this phone is terrible. It loses quality immediately. Secondly, as usual, the extra lenses are not worth it, so just use the main camera for both the front and the back cameras. Thirdly, this is the contender for the best video camera on an Android phone at this price range. In conclusion, I wish Vivo was more proactive in marketing their devices. People can't buy devices they only see on Google Ads. People need to see the phones in action. People need to see people using the devices. People need to see people talking about these devices and sharing these experiences. And people need to find these devices easily if they want to buy the phones. This is a good phone, and I'll keep it with me for a while. And I'll recommend you, if you can, to find a way to use it and consider it.